wasn't it yesterday that I told y'all that I got a new smoke detector? The whole thing, if you don't hear about it, just watch it. Because it would beep and stuff, and there was new batteries, and so the guy, it just went off and wouldn't shut up. So I called yesterday. You go watch that one. And I was like, woohoo! It's a brand new one. Finally, this guy had it when he moved here and got this job and, moved in. And he said mine was old. We replaced mine too because it was, blah, blah, blah. I was like, all right, so this is good, right? Well, I had the windows open this morning. I had turned the air because I had gone through the last 2 nights with the air conditioners on, and I just wanted to give it a break. And it wasn't so bad, but it was about an hour ago. I noticed, I'm like, you know what? It hasn't rained yet because it was said it might. I said, so I'm going to go. I get some food going. I was like, ugh. I don't want to spend the time. And I got a couple bags to take out because the weather has been so horrible. There's been heat advisories and stuff, and I'm on medication that is affected by like humidity and things like that. But that high. Anyway, I'm more sensitive than I used to be, and I'm used to heat. It's that humidity, and I started feeling, oh, it's climbing. I was like, you know what? The food's coming, so I don't have to worry about that. Let me go ahead, close the windows, get the air conditioner on, not just the fan part. And then after I eat, I can have a little bit, because I haven't eaten anything today. And I've got stuff, I just, nothing cold, I'm not in the mood for hot food, So anyway, certainly not in the mood to cook it, even if I did eat something hot. It'd have to be something I just got. So anyway, I'm able to do that. Let me just do it, and then I can do all the garbage, and because I want to also clean the 2 rugs here and in the living room. And so you have to actually use one of those hand brushes and be on your hands and knees and do it in sections, because both rugs, the stuff, vacuums don't suck hard enough. I'm sorry, it's just the way it is. Vacuums don't suck enough. Vacuums don't suck hard enough. Anyway, that's a little saucy, isn't it? A little spicy. So I'm getting up to start closing windows. I had these open because it helps draw, the air. It's pushing the cold air and it's pulling with the. Anyway, and the motherfucker, the new alarm goes off. I'm like, is it that humid? Could it be even with the new one? No. No. And I get on it, and I push it, and it goes off. Okay. About a minute later, it starts again. And that is when it was like, well, thank you, Raspy. I know you don't find it interesting, but hello, please. Thank you. Oh. Oh my God, people. You're getting loved on by Ras. He's rubbing on you. He was rubbing on you, dudes. So I get back up on the dip. And you remember, I got an effed up foot. So the balance is not so great, even on 3 last steps, And yes, I'm short. So, get back up there, press it, and it says, too much smoke. Can't what? Can't deactivate? Huh? Now the new fire smoke detector is getting feisty with me? She's sassing me? And it was a woman's voice, too. I'm like, oh, no, you didn't, bitch. And so I press it again. Meanwhile, it's like the beep, 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 beep. And every time you hit it, too much smoke, can't deactivate. Beep, beep. I tried holding, because I'm like, okay, is there something, a trick? Normally you just hit it. That's the deal. And it must have been literally a dozen fucking times. I just stood there because every time you'd wait about 5-10 seconds, just the time that you're normally getting off the step ladder. And it kept doing that. And every time I hit, every motherfucking time I hit it, it said too much, literally too much smoke. Can't deactivate. Again, not even cooking. That's why I ordered, because oh my God. And it's just humid. Well, it's starting to cool off now. But it was, I'm like, what? What? And it was real musty smell. And I said, is that with a lot of people that have like a couple pets? Are you smelling that musty? He goes, yeah, some of them, when they shed a lot. Yeah, he goes, in this weather. And that's when he said the way to get it out of the house quickly is, put the air conditioner with the AC on, but open all the windows. So it's kind of like, yeah, you're wasting a little bit, but I mean, not much. Not much you're paying anyway. But he said, I said, just for a little while. Yeah, he goes, yeah, just to get all that musty, that, that way, when you close the windows, the only stuff left here is the stuff that's been the air conditioner, if it's been running for a half hour like that, which makes sense. So it's open, most of them. And not the bathroom, because that's really doesn't have that problem, and they're neither with the kitchen, but the living room and the two ends of the house. So yeah. I even asked him, I said to the dude, did you hear what it said? Because I called him again, it was the same guy. He's like, he was actually in the office. He wasn't even supposed to. They're really busy because we didn't get the flooding, but there was a lot of water shit everywhere. Because he said, yeah, we're real busy. I said, yeah, probably from the rain. He goes, yeah. I said, it did shit. He goes, yeah. So, remember, our lawns, we don't have irrigation, so they're used to just dealing with whatever the season is. So, anyway, and I asked him while he was changing it. He actually changed, the wire too and stuff. And I said, is that a new thing? He goes, that's why I came over. He says, yeah, I did hear it. It said it, well, because I called him again. He goes, yeah, I heard it. I said, well, it was saying, he goes, no, he goes, too much smoke. I said, yeah. Well, somebody's pressing the button. You sass me and tell me there's too much smoke, you're not going to turn it off. What the F? The hell is that? And he's like, he looks at me, he goes, it's like, have you ever heard that? He goes, and I said, you ought to let them know. He goes, well, I'm going to let the boss know. I said, you guys should find out if that's something that's even programmed into that item. I mean, do they even have that phrase, too much smoke can't deactivate, on that product? Does the smoke detector have that programmed into it? Because if yes, what the fuck? If no, again, what the fuck? I was like, is it like my apartment being freaking hijacked by a spirit or something? It's just being mischievous? What the hell is this? He goes, I don't know. I was like, no, dude. I was like, what's your name? And he told me, I was like, I'm Judi. I was like, dude. But I said his name. So, I'm asking you seriously, because I'm a little freaked out, and stuff like that doesn't freak me out, but have you really ever heard any kind of smoke detector, carbon monoxide, to tell you when you go to hit it, when you go to press it off, tell you that there's too much smoke and it won't deactivate? That's a little weird, isn't it? I started laughing so hard I was tearing up. I mean, trying not to laugh, but it's like kind of like creepy in a way though. So if you're a firefighter or you work with these I don't know the name the brand. I really wasn't looking for the brand name while I was listening to the little sassy bitch, feist off in my face, And my girlfriend was in my face saying, "No, I ain't turning off." I got sassed by a fire detector. If you work with these things or you're a firefighter or anything like that, let me know. I mean, is that something, a phrase that would be on a smoke detector? And I have proof. The guy fucking heard it say it. Because I asked him, "Did you hear what it said?" He goes, "I heard it on the phone, but did you hear?" He says, "Too much smokers." I was like, "Yes!" So please, I know I'm just obsessing on it, but it's just, think about it for a minute. Think about it. It took me a couple minutes of thinking about it while I was waiting for him to process the fact that,